Oh my god, I'm so happy to finally be sitting down to film one of these videos. Hi, I'm Aanam and I go by Aanam C on the internet, and I started my career with beauty fashion sit down videos, and here I am sitting a little while later taking a break from my usual vlogs and vodcast uploads to sit down and do a beauty video with you. This video would not be possible without those of you who've been texting me like on DMs and telling me in the comments that you want to see one of these good old beauty guru style videos, and so here I am. I have been trying a whole bunch of new beauty for like vertical content on YouTube Shorts as well as Reels, but I haven't done one of these videos, so I'm excited to keep aside a whole separate bunch of new makeup, new beauty products, because even my skin stuff prep that I'm going to be doing with you is going to be all new. I think every single thing, every single product on my vanity today has not been used by me before. So I'm very excited to dive into this. A little caveat before we get started: if you hear my baby cooing, crying, playing, screaming from the other room, I apologize in advance. He has his little army of people outside, but he's a very excited baby, and I am going to apologize for any noise, background noise that you might hear from his excitement. Let's not make this intro any longer and let's get started. So I wanted to use new products to start out with my skin prep as well, right? And this is one of those products that I've been itching to use and somehow haven't gotten around to doing, but we're doing it together. This is the Neude Rewind 5.25% Peptide Complex Age Reversal Gel Creme. Now I am 34 years old. I'm not quite there where I need age reversal yet, because let's not be ageist. For anyone at any age for that matter, even I should correct myself. But this is something that kind of really intrigued me. It has the science of milk written on its packaging. This is what the packaging looks like in case you're curious. I'm gonna keep coming forward and backward to reach for my products. Oh god, sorry about the noise. I don't know if you can hear all of that. I have very dry skin, just for some context. I need something that hydrates. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm using a new camera lens. Wow, I love the way that picked that up, to try and make my videos even sharper, especially with beauty. I want you to see like the texture on my skin. In case you have any feedback and thoughts about the lighting, etc., please tell me in the comments, because it's a whole new setup. I'm filming on my new beauty vanity, and I am hoping I've got all the settings and everything kind of right in that sense. That was really like the first thought I have while touching this product, is that it felt like that NIVEA Creme, you know, the one which is just so thick and rich, but like not in a icky way, in like a really nice feeling good, like creme de la creme kind of way. Do you know that they say that the dupe for the La Mer, like the iconic La Mer moisturizer, is the NIVEA moisturizer? It's quite something. This feels very nice on the skin. My skin is like, I'm gonna come really close so you can see and look right into what it looks like up close. It's drinking it up, but that's a really nice texture. It's feeling like the NIVEA cream. I just want to say that because I think that's the easiest thing that everyone will be able to relate with. It is literally feeling like the NIVEA cream. Whenever I'm prepping my skin with anything, I always make sure to go all the way here as well, like on my under eyes, inner corners, because I want to make sure that the makeup sits nicely absolutely everywhere. I also want to go ahead and use a different primer today. You guys know the usual primers I reach for are always the Wearified ones, because they blur my skin and make it sit so beautifully for absolutely every product, but we're doing new stuff today. So the primer I've put aside today is the Stila One Step Correct. It's a skin tone correcting and brightening primer. This has like peach, green and whitish bluish product on the inside. I have forgotten to take the plastic out. Okay, this is what the packaging looks like without the plastic that I just took out. Let's open it up. It's got a nice pump in there, and let's see how much I might land up needing. It's new, so it's just taking a beat, I guess. There you go. Comes out like a little khichdi of all the 3 shades together. Let's apply a little bit of it. Feels like doesn't feel silicone-y, feels like a moisturizer. Feels like a nice, by the way, this already in like 2 minutes my skin has drunk it up, and I think it's feeling very nice. It's not feeling tacky or anything. This is interesting. I'm applying it all over my face because I feel like I want to see what it does to the makeup overall. I have a couple of really interesting base products that I'm excited to try, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a spin and putting 2 different foundations on me today because I have 2 foundations I'm super curious about. So I want to make sure I give them both the equal comparison of having the same base primer underneath. This does feel really nice on the skin. It's like another moisturizer, even though it's like obviously not. It is a primer. I want to again show you skin texture super up close. This will settle. If you ever see a little bit of whitening, like you can see over here, it's not like whitening, but it's like, it's clearly like lightening it up. Over here it's looking white in itself for that matter. It will settle. Sometimes some primers just take a couple of minutes to settle down, and there's nothing wrong with that. As someone who also formulates for my own brand, I can tell you that that's only happening because some of the ingredients are packed in a way that they make the entire formula more efficient. They're sometimes called volatiles, and to avoid adding too many preservatives, but we say preservatives for food, to avoid adding too many makeup style preservatives, they're kept like this so that it takes a couple of minutes for them to settle, but they're not harming your skin. They're not going to continue to sit like this. See on this side, it's already kind of fully settled completely. You can see that it's matching my skin, and they're not going to look weird at all. It's just that it will take that 1 or 2 minutes to sit down, to settle down. My God, have I completely forgotten how to do chatty beauty videos? Has vertical content ruined me? I hope not. If you guys do tell me to do more of these with specific products or with specific concepts, like whether you want all luxe brands, whether you want all drugstore brands, please sound off in the comments. When I'm looking at this really close, I'm seeing a little bit of blurring on the skin as well. I think it said blurring on the packaging also. It just said skin tone correcting and brightening primer. Brightened the who I had, but I feel like in some of these areas, I'm seeing my pores a little bit minimized also, which is obviously a very nice thing. You want that from a primer. I've taken a lot of product clearly, or maybe you just need very little product. Just gonna get wiped off my hand. I also want to say that on camera, you can still see a little bit of that product still sitting on my skin, but when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, it's completely gone. So I think it's just getting picked up more because of the light. I am sitting in front of my brand new vanity. If you watch my vlogs, you know what I'm talking about. I can definitely see it on the viewfinder, but in person, I can't see anything. It has completely melted into my skin and I'm only seeing it like my natural skin. Let's go into base. Now, I'm excited. Like I said, I have 2 super interesting products over here. The first one is the one that everyone's been talking about on social media. It is the POREfessional foundation from Benefit. They sent me 2 shades. They sent me 18W Proud, which is a warm medium shade, and they sent me 1 more. I already did a little bit of a swatch, and this one was exactly my match. The other one went to my assistant Namra. She's fab, and it turned out that she's only like a touch warmer yellower than me, so that one went to her. And then the other one that I'm so excited to try, and I got shade matched at the store as well for this, it's the Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade 3N. I forgot, sorry. So this is going to be a very interesting try on. I have so many new products. I have a feeling that by the end of this video, I'm gonna have like 1 set of products here and another set of products there, and I don't mind it because it's all about trying new products with you today. So let's see how that goes. This is what the bottle looks like, and this is the pump and the bottle without the cap. I've already shade swatched it for myself, like I said. Give me a second. I forgot to wet my blender. Okay, I have tried every blender in the market, and then once I worked on and launched my own blenders, I literally did not go back to anything else because I'm spoiled. I took everything I loved about other blenders into this, and everything I did not like about other blenders, I left out of it. So here are my Wearified ones. I can leave them linked in. They are fab. They're super affordable. We have them individually and in sets of 2. Anyway, getting back to the product, my intention is never to like, oh, let's plug and sell, but of course it is my brand and I'm a little proud mama, so I will plug and sell where possible. Let's keep the pink one for Benefit and the black one for Anastasia, just to make sure I am not mixing things up. I want to keep 2 very organic, very different experiences in mind. Yeah, I'm one of those people that just pumps straight on my face. I'm okay with it. My right side is Benefit. I've applied a bunch of dots over here. As you can see, I need like a mirror to hold because the mirror behind the camera for me, the camera is blocking, obviously. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this up. Hey, when I swatched it the other day, it was an exact match. Why is it looking a little bit yellow now? I don't know. Maybe it'll blend and settle. I don't know. Let's find out. Full coverage, yeah. I know I can see what they mean by that because, oh my god, why is it looking so yellow? It was not this yellow. Wait, did I mix up the shades and give Namra mine and take hers? Is that possible? Namra? I hope that's not what happened because this is looking very yellow and that was a good match for me, which I did the other day. It's blending really well, that I have to say, like super easy. Did I accidentally give you the neutral Benefit foundation? Because look, it's looking so yellow on me today. The other day it was such a good match. I don't know what I've done then because this has definitely been a little bit of confusion for me because when I did test it out the other day, it was such a good shade match. Maybe because I just took a little bit. I don't know because it's looking, look at this. This is so yellow versus this is my skin bare with like just the moisturizer and primer. But I'm just going to notice the formula, I guess, for today then because the shade is not it. Unless it settles. Unless it settles. That could be one way to consider it. But I have to say, wait, it is starting to settle. Hang on, it is starting to settle. In person, it is starting to settle. On camera, it is definitely not there yet. But maybe it's on the way, I want to say. Let's come back to the formula. We'll figure the shade out as we go. Very easy to blend. Once it's drying down, it's like a little bit naturally just kind of staying put, which is a good thing. It will be long wear. If you have dry skin, keep that in mind that maybe you want to add a lot of moisturizer underneath. I have, so I think I should be fine, but I want to make sure I share that with you as a caveat. I do think that, wow, look at the way it has covered my skin, guys. Like this is natural skin. And this is with the Benefit foundation. That coverage is really good. Like really, really good. And I have a feeling full coverage is back around the corner for us. I know that post-pandemic, everyone's gone into this barely there skin, kind of a feel. Very skincare, less makeup. And I'm all here for it. Thankfully, I have great skin, so I'm all here for it. But I do think that we're about to go back into the corner where full coverage and high glam are about to make like a comeback, and I feel like I kind of miss those more creative beauty days where everybody was like, hey, what do we try now and what do we do now? So I'm here for both sides clearly because I on the regular do wear very minimal makeup when I'm not filming. Let's go on to this side, and this is the blurring second skin. So this is a little bit more skin finish. I also have tried one of their other products, by the way, that I just want to mention because I've only tried it once. It is the Skin Butter from Anastasia, Beverly Hills Skin Balm Butter, something like that the name is. BeautyBalm, there you go. And my shade in that is the Serum Boosted Skin Tint. And my shade in that is number 10. And I really liked it. Like it was such a nice minimal base kind of a product. This has a beautiful bottle. As you can see, frosted glass, gold cap, engraved logo. Let's go ahead and apply some of this on this side of my face. I've been invited to so many of the Anastasia events in Bombay, and somehow or the other, as luck would have it, I have missed all the events. Either I was shooting for a brand on that day, or had a podcast shoot, or I wasn't in town. Something or the other would always land up happening, and I felt so bad that I couldn't make it. And then I met the Anastasia Beverly Hills brand team in India at another brand event. And they were like, can you get shade matched because you didn't make it to that event and we'd love for you to try the product. So I got myself shade matched. So this is PR and so is the Benefit one. I do still buy a lot of makeup on my own, even though I get so much in PR. I'm just gently stamping this in, okay? Like don't drag your blenders is something I say to people a lot. Listen, this is also really nice coverage. Huh? Like it's not like just because it's like skin-like, it's not like it's giving me no coverage, skin tint, like the balm was like minimal. This is giving me good coverage, and it's not this is giving me like a little matte, demi-matte kind of a feel. This on applying, literally just dabbing this much in itself is giving me this It's giving glow, but wait, I shouldn't be speaking this soon. I feel like I should not get so excited and I should go ahead and blend all of it and then talk. So I'll be able to give you a proper assessment. Look at how easily it's blending also. Dude, why am I looking this yellow on screen when in person they have both? Even this in person has fully matched my skin and settled. Very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. Like I can't feel like I'm wearing anything on this side. It feels like a tint, but I know it's not a tint, obviously. Look at the coverage. The coverage is fab. And I didn't use like, oh, so much product. It was quite like medium-ish. Please make sure that when you're applying liquid foundation, you go in at least till here, if not all the way. All the way I understand is too much, but kam se kam yahan tak ka to kam. Because when you're applying your bronzer and all, you need it to blend in with something. That something is your base. So you want to make sure you blend till here at least. If I left anything out, this was very easy to blend. This feels very lightweight. I have not done my upper lip. I should have done my upper lip. It's okay. I will do my upper lip tomorrow now. And it's a really good shade match. Even though this has settled, this is looking a little bit warmer to me than this, just a touch. In person also, this has settled very well, the Benefit side, but it's still looking a touch warmer to me. Let's see how this settles. I have to say this is giving a little bit more glow. Can you see? It's giving that more skin-like finish. It's looking more natural, whereas this is looking just a touch more matte. I won't say it's fully matte because it's not. I want to say it's demi-matte, but we'll find out whether it becomes even more matte with time. Let's see whether there is skin blurring. Let's come real close. Let's take you inside my skin at this point. See this? I can see this only because I'm so close to the camera. My God. Yeah. Okay, look at this. This is definitely blurring the skin quite a bit. And then we've got this side, which is the Benefit side. Pause the video here, take a beat, and tell me what you like more down below. Just at this first step. Team A, Benefit. Team B, how ironic. I should have swapped it. Okay, Team A, Anastasia. Or Team B, Benefit. I'm going to give you my opinion on that towards the end of the video once it's all settled in. I will say this required less blending as compared to this side. That I will say. My lips are feeling very dry and I was about to reach for the Wearified lip oil, but the Wearified lip oil is sold out. So I don't want to show that to you and make you feel bad about it because I've been getting galleys in my DMs. Not galleys, but like you guys have been like, where's the lip oil? And I'm like, guys, we don't have a restock yet. I have this from Benefit in my hand. This is called the Splashtint and I have it in 2 shades. They're moisturizing dewy lip tints. And I have this in 2 shades, Hibiskiss and Rich Beach. I'm going to reach for this shade. This is what the packaging looks like. Their formula I've already tried like a little while ago and it's kind of nice. Very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. I always need something that's moisturizing for my lips because I have the driest skin and the driest lips, you guys. I just do. Just gonna ignore it because it's not lipstick. We're gonna wipe it off a little bit later. What shall we do next? I'm not gonna do concealer right now. We're gonna do concealer a little bit later, but I'm actually excited to show you this brow pencil. I've been sitting on this brow pencil forever. I only literally pulled it out. I've used it 2-3 times, but I pulled it out recently and I can't remember when I pulled it out. This is the Rare Beauty eyebrow pencil. It's got a spoolie on one side and it's got a really, really, really nice micro-angled pencil on the other side. Wow, I'm forgetting words. This is in the shade Soft Black. I'm gonna go so far as to say that in application, this product is such a good combination of creamy and waxy. It is almost comparable or is probably fully comparable to the Benefit range of pencils for eyebrows. And that is truly saying something because if you know me, you know when it comes to eyebrows, I'm a total Benefit OG girl. Like I love their brow products so much. Their pomades, their goof-proof powder, their pencils. I reach for all of them. My mother is hooked to all of them. I have friends hooked to all of them. But this is just as good. And I don't think I've ever said that about any other brow pencil. Somehow, I always feel like this brow lands up coming out better than this brow. I don't know why that is. I don't know how that is. But it is just a thing. If you're looking for a dupe to this particular pencil or the Benefit brow pencils, I would advise you look up the e.l.f. brow pencils because they're really nice also. So for the eyes, I typically do tend to apply my foundation or concealer on the eyelid as well. I'm one of those people that ends up treating my foundation or concealer as a primer, as a base to the eyeshadow. But I have something over here that I received in PR from a brand called Alter Ego when I was in California. The packaging looks like this. They actually sent me a lot of PR. So Alter Ego, if you're watching this, thank you so much for really spoiling me. It is an eyeshadow base. I haven't used an eyeshadow base in years because I really honestly just feel like concealers land up doing the job so well. But this applicator looks really, really nice. And it's so nice and light. I want to go ahead and try using it. Just gonna set it down with my fingertip. We haven't done concealer as yet, so lots of that is still pending. This feels nice and soft, very silicone-y, which I actually don't mind at all. I feel like those silicone based primers, and obviously primer base also in that case, really grip whatever product you're about to put on very well, helps blend them even more easily, and will make them very long lasting as well. I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. And guys, if you're a beginner and you're applying an eyeshadow that's sometimes creases because of the folds in your eye, that's normal. Listen, a lot of content we see on social media has to do with so many filters and so many edits. What I'm putting out here right now has zero edits in a sense that I don't put like filters. I don't even know how to color correct. I never learned how to color correct. When I'm posting pictures, sometimes I might take it to Lightroom to adjust the contrast and the exposure or lighting just a little bit. So that's all fantastic. And I feel like everyone has a brand of their own. So I have tried to play around with that in the past. And I realized that then those pictures don't really look the way I want them to look, or they don't look like I looked in real life. Let's put it like that. So not to sound like a pick-me or anything, but I'm just trying to say, don't compare your makeup with visuals you see of yourself or your friends in real life. Because even now, even though I'm not putting any filters or color correcting or whatever, I am still sitting in front of lights. When you're doing your makeup, are you sitting in front of like 12, 14 bulbs? No, I don't think you are. So like, be kind to yourself is where I'm going with this. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I literally have just one new product. Is that true? There have been no new eyeshadow launches. I wanted to use something that's available in India right now. Actually have no new eyeshadow launches. I see one palette here, but I told myself I wouldn't use anything Wearified. Hey, this is a classic. This is a classic Stila liquid glitter and glow eyeshadow. This is in the shade Rose Gold Retro, but I can't apply this on my eyelid just directly. It's going to be a lot of glitter. So I'm going to break my own rule for this video, and I'm going to plug in my Wearified palette. I actually honestly feel like I did not do justice to this launch at all. I was pregnant when we launched it and I couldn't talk about it enough, and I traveled for way longer than anticipated, and because of which I actually maybe should just talk about this today, because I really haven't talked about it in detail except for the launch video. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matte shades, and then we have 2 shimmers and 2 even more shimmery shimmers. Like, I won't say like metallics, but they're 2 different formulas of shimmers. They're like, the idea really while building this palette was to come up with neutrals that you could wear like every single day, and then I wanted that one little pop with the help of which you could do like a festive look even. It's like one of those palettes that you have one off and you're done. You are done. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave a coupon code on the screen right now for this eyeshadow palette with dates on when that discount will be valid till. I'm going to make sure we do this at the time of the video going live. So definitely read the details on the screen and read the pinned comment. I want more of you to try this if possible. And I don't mind doing a discount for that, because I just feel like this is such a great product. And every time the conversation for this comes up, I feel so guilty. I feel like I did not do its launch enough hype or enough justice, because I, was pregnant and everything happened in my life that it did. If you know, you know. I'm going to keep my eyeshadow a little bit subtle. We'll keep it neutral. We'll keep it subtle. We won't go too hard. purely because I feel like the products I want to try on the face are going to land up having a lot of pigment. There's a lot of new stuff there. This though I'm fully familiar with, obviously. So I'm just going to play with the mattes a little bit to give myself a little bit of a, just bring back some color basically to my face. The mattes, as you can see, are so easy to work with. They're so forgiving. With beginners, I feel like every time you're trying to play with colors, sometimes if an eyeshadow goes way more in quantity than you would like, or it lands up getting dragged into places where you didn't want it, it can be a little bit messy, and the last thing you want to do while getting ready, no matter whether you're doing it just for yourself or for a dinner date, work, whatever, you don't want to have to take your makeup off and then re-wear it. I'm sorry, but that is just a major inconvenience. I had to do that thrice this week because of a few different circumstances. And I can attest to the fact that I really need to wash my makeup brushes. All the brushes, by the way, that I'm using are all also Wearified. I love going into Naked. Naked is like a bone shade. It's beautiful. All of these are so finely milled. So they're very forgiving is what I was saying. So if you make a few mistakes here and there, it's one of those palettes which will really help you navigate your way around it so easily. I can see some Rare Beauty brow powder spreading over here with my brush, but we'll fix that, no problem. See what I mean? It's literally just touch and go, and I'm just smoothing it out. I want to try and make it look as natural as possible. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Naked is just such a go-to for me. I have multiple palettes, by the way, in case you're wondering why this looks kind of new. I have like 4 or 5 palettes spread across all my drawers. There's one in my pouch, which I take to my podcast shoots. That's one of the advantages of me having my own brand. I have multiples of everything sitting in different corners, different pouches, different bags, different drawer sets. I'm just blending it out. You don't need to be harsh on it. You can see I'm barely don't put pressure on your brush downward. Just make an effort to move it around in a direction that works for you. And I'm going all the way to the inside, as you can see. If you want me to do more like tutorial-ish looks where I'm literally breaking down technique of what I'm doing, can you please let me know in the comments? Those videos are generally very chatty, but they are packed with information and techniques and what to do. And I'd be happy to share all the knowledge that I've learned while working with so many makeup artists as a content creator. I feel very lucky that I have had so many people do makeup for me that I've learned so much from them, because I'm not a trained, you know what I mean? Like a few things here and there, sure, but like I'm not a trained makeup artist. Okay. What I'm going to do is I want a little bit of glitter on the insides. My go-to, this dome brush, I love. It's again part of the Wearified collection, and Stardust is like my shade. I wear it all the time. I'm just gonna take it and go into the inner corner. Again, can you see how easily this shimmer just kind of went where I wanted it to? Like, you're thinking it and it will spread in that direction. Just make sure you keep your hand nice and light. Don't jab at your eyes. That's not required. And I'm just giving myself a little bit of that inner corner pop, which is my signature style. It has been for many years. Even on a no makeup day where I'm literally not putting any eyeshadow, because I have like pigmented brown skin, it kind of lands up looking like an eyeshadow. And if my skin is nicely moisturized, what I will end up doing is just putting some liquid blush, and I'll put this inner corner pop. And that's it, literally. Maybe my brows and mascara sometimes. If you want me to do like a cheat day makeup look in this long video, like horizontal long video chatty format like I'm doing now, let me know. I'm happy to show you super minimal everyday looks achievable for like college, work, like when I'm running errands, if I'm taking my son to the pediatrician, or I'm getting down just to do a little bit of, you know, whether it's grocery shopping or whether it's literally just anything. What I'll end up actually doing for my skin, for my glam on the regular. When I'm not filming, when I'm not looking to be like glam, when I'm just looking for things to be everyday friendly. I love this. Unfortunately, I do not have any new kajals and eyeliners, which was really sad for me to hear. I'll come to mascara in a bit, but I think we need to do the face so that I can then do the concealer, because my under eyes definitely need some coverage. coverage. Having said that, if you look closely, both of these foundations have given me so much coverage that my dark circles have been concealed to a small degree, to a certain degree. I won't say small, to like a medium-ish degree, but they definitely need a little bit more coverage, especially on the insides. So we'll come to that in a sec. But want to use something on my face. When it comes to powder products, the only two blush and bronzer that I have that are brand new, never tried before, are these Kylie Jenner ones. Kylie Jenner Cosmetics is fully available in India, by the way, now. And these are the blush and bronzer duo that I have, not duo, like set that I have over here with me. But I want to apply something liquidy before. I also received these 4 beautiful Hue Glow liquid blushes from Lip Tint when I was in California. But like I said, I want to apply stuff that is available in India. Should I do like swatches for these on YouTube Shorts or something? Let me know in the comments if they make you curious. I have so many options over here. I have the Cheeky Affair liquid blushes from DM Beauty. These are the 2 shades I have them in. I also have this Stila blush and bronzer stick. I feel like maybe I should do the bronzer from here and then the blush from here so that we get to see what both the formulas are all about. Let's go ahead. There's a plummy shade and there is Peach Perfection. I feel like I'm leaning towards the peachy one. I feel like that'll go more with the Kylie blush that I've selected. And let's take the bronzer. This is in the shade Guava and Mocha here. This is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and apply the bronzer first. I pulled it out. Wait, was I not supposed to? Guys. Oh, it's a packaging defect. It wasn't me. Was it me? Wait, if I pull it out. Yeah, this side came out correctly. What the hell? See? It wasn't me. Okay, but now how do I fix this? I want to still use it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's got a little bit of a flattened tip because it got chip coat against the cover. But that's okay. It's a small thing. These things happen. I want to go ahead and I'm going to keep a blush. I'm going to keep a brush handy. This is also from Wearified. It's one of those angle brushes that will make your base and cream product application super simple, very dense, very nice. It's brush number 5. I'm leaving everything linked in for you below. I'm just going to apply it a little bit here. Now, usually when I'm applying something like this, I like to blend all 4 together, but I don't know how quickly this might dry up, so I don't want to take that chance. Oh wow, okay, that blended really quickly. You can see it a little bit more prominently on camera again. The camera does that, especially when I'm using one of these lenses that is like super zoomed in and shows everything. So now it's fully blended in person. You can see it a little bit more on camera, but I don't mind that. I'm going to go ahead and put the same thing over here. With bronzer, I know that there's so many techniques out there. Some people like to put it here, some people like to put it here, some people like to put it here. And I change what I feel like doing on that particular day at that particular time myself. So as long as you're not going too low, you should be fine. Because you want your bronzer, your contour to make it look like you have higher cheekbones, not lower cheekbones. I typically, if I'm applying a creamy shade, usually I like to go in with ginger tea or black coffee from the airbrushed Wearified definition range, which work beautifully. It literally gives you that airbrush finish like award-winning airbrush powder does in translucent, which everybody loves so much. We've taken that same formula and tried to play with it a little bit, add some pigment in, and given you what we've given you with our contours. But this is really nice. It blended very easily. It was very creamy. I'm gonna go ahead and do this here as well because God knows my chin needs it. This is turning out to be like supremely easy to blend. I really appreciate this formula. It's very creamy. It's very, very creamy. Are you seeing that? Like minimal effort. Minimal effort. And that's what you want from your products. You don't want products that are going to make you like work hard. You want products that will work for you, not products that will make you do a cardio. That's not fun. I am tempted to just use the blush side as well. Maybe on one side I use the blush and then on the other side I use something else. No, it's okay. I've used this product. I'll use the blush and something else. Let's go ahead and use, what did I put aside? Where did I put it? Let's go ahead and use Peach Perfect from DM Beauty's Cheeky Affair liquid blush range. I'm super close to the camera. I need to keep reminding myself to go behind. Wow, I love that packaging. So nice. I really like something that's like classic. I'm not a trendy packaging kind of gal. I'm really not. Come on. Huh. Okay, it's got a nice fat doe foot, but some of the product is not applied like on all sides. So I'm just going to do one dip. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now you could directly apply this on your face. You could apply it in the back of your palm and warm it up. I am going to I have multiple brushes of these, so don't worry, I'm not using the same one. This is the one I just used for the contours. I'm going to use another one, and I'm going to just do one touch to see how much pigment it has. Literally like this little bit, because I don't know how pigmented it is. Okay, that's nice. That's like a medium level pigment. For someone who doesn't have blush blindness, this much is done. But I have blush blindness, and I will admit that I have blush blindness. I love a lot of blush. I've been saying this for years at this point, that blush is the first makeup product that will leave your face. You know, like that'll settle in so much that you won't be able to see it in a few hours, no matter how luxurious a brand you're using. So I always like to go just a little bit more on the blush, even before the blush blindness trend kicked in. If you go back and look at my videos from how many ever years ago, you will see that. But I feel like ये तो वाइप हो गया है. Like कैमरा पे थोड़ा सा दिख रहा है, in person तो कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है. थोड़ा और डालते हैं, just थोड़ा और. I feel like it's blending very easily, and the pigment is very mediumish. So for someone like me, I don't mind layering it up just a little bit. Keep in mind that if you, like I said, don't have blush blindness, you might want to stop here only. I'm not stopping here. I'm going to be going ahead and putting a powder blush on top of this also. Okay, so when I'm looking at this in person, there is a very subtle pigment, and on camera, I'm about to come super close to you, so you can also see the pigment. Very natural. You know, if you're someone who just likes that natural finish, this is fab. Because I love the Huda Beauty liquid blushes, but they have a lot of pigment and I have to kind of use them carefully. I love them. I love the Rare Beauty liquid blushes also, but this is giving me like a really super everyday wearable kind of feel. I should reach for it more often, and I have one more shade, so maybe I should reach for that also at some point. Before I do the powder blushing, I want to go into concealer, and God, I'm super nervous about going into this concealer because when it comes to base, I'm very particular and I'm very obsessed with a good base. I heard about this brand called Mila Beauté. I know it should be beauty, but it's beauté with the French. The E on with an acute is A, so I'm assuming it's beauté. I don't know. Somebody correct me in the comments, please. I ordered this myself. I ordered shade 160Y Golden Sand. It is a drugstore concealer that I saw online, and I was very curious. All my concealers, I realize, and I have two of these tubs sitting in front of me in my vanity, are mostly all very high end. And I just had this realization that I need to try more drugstore base products. At the moment, I have almost no drugstore base products, and that's because I just, once they got over, I guess I didn't buy anything drugstore, and I bought a lot of Lux, and then I was in California, and then I ended up buying products there maybe. Okay, this shade looks like it's good for me, but I hope to God the formula will be nice. It's a super thin doe foot applicator like this. Let's go ahead and apply it and pray to God that it does not ruin my look. Oh, it's quite yellow, huh? Quite yellow. I need a blender for this, or should I use a brush? Let's use a brush on one side, and yet let's use a blender on the other side. I received this brush in PR. It's an angled, small, tiny concealer brush. Very dense. Let's just blend it and see if it is easy with the brush, or whether it gives me a better finish with a blender. What was that? Quite easy to blend, huh? Not bad. And that yellowness worked in my favor. It kind of like color corrected it in a way. My skin shades are usually very neutral, but my concealer shades are usually a touch of peach or a touch of yellow, because I don't like to wear a separate corrector and a separate concealer, so I'll end up just taking a concealer that has a little peach. Like for example, the Natasha Denona concealer I wear a lot is P3 or P4, but it's from their peach range because they have like peaches, neutrals, yellows and cools. So I'll end up taking peaches or yellows, depends, but something that has a little color color correcting factor to it. And then here I'm going in with my blender. Okay, this was even easier. Like I'm done. What the hell? I just need to use it a little bit more on this side. This was really easy to blend, you guys. Like, wow. Barely paid. I don't remember how much I paid, but I barely paid anything for this concealer. It was very drugstore type. So this is quite impressive. I could build it up a little bit more because I feel like it's giving me a nice natural finish, but मुझे इस side पे ज़्यादा coverage लग रहा है compared to this side. Maybe it was the amount of product I applied. Let's just apply a little bit more here and a little bit more here, and let's see what comes of it. This time I'm just going to go in with the brush and see what happens. The blender was much easier actually. Wait, I'm going to stick to each side for each tool. That's amazing. Like, that is amazing. I'm very impressed. Okay, the brush, can you see it on camera? The brush has left some cluster of product over here, unfortunately. I will have to go in with a blender and just kind of fix that. You know, when it comes to base, as much as I love brushes, there are certain little nitty-gritty things like this that a blender does better when it comes to just the kind of finish it can give. So what I would do for the longest time is this. I would go in with a brush everywhere and then I would set it all down once with the blender because it gives you that little smoothened effect also, which I really love. ये थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे clump हुआ है. Can't do anything about it, but I like it. I like it. The concealer, that's what I'm talking about. To set this down, I'm going to use a product that I have used once before because I was testing this product out, and that's when I realized, wait, I should do a full video dedicated to testing products out. It is the Benefit POREfessional loose powder. I have a very high standard when it comes to powders. As someone with dry skin and as someone who has formulated powders for my own brand and won awards for it, alhamdulillah, very grateful. This is a yellowish, it's not fully yellow, it's a blend of yellow and translucent. It's like somewhere in the middle powder, and I'm happy to, like, I really want to come super close to you so you can see what it sets like, because they claim blurring and mattifying and all that. Can you see that? It leaves off a little bit of this, but when you wipe it off, it actually does do a really nice job. Can you see that? If you have dry skin, I'm going to remind you to make sure you have hydrated your skin and moisturized like a lot. But I actually really like this product. It's quite nice. Does it like fully blur? Don't expect for your lines or wrinkles and all to disappear. It's not magic, you guys. But it does a very nice job in just kind of making this whole space look set, and make sure you've blended your concealer into your skin really well before applying this and setting this, because otherwise you're setting your creases down. And I'm just gonna wipe off anything excess over here, and I actually do kind of like this powder. When I wore it the first time the other day that it didn't give me, and it didn't make me feel dry and crusty or whatever, which a lot of other powders do, which is why the powder I typically tend to use on my skin is all Wearified. But on my under eyes, what I typically tend to do on my under eyes, usually what I tend to do is mix these two holy grail products, the Fenty loose powder in banana with the Wearified airbrushed loose powder. I love mixing these two, so I get some coverage from the yellow and I get the finish that I want from this product. So the Benefit one is nice because the shade is in the middle and it is doing a very nice job in setting things down. Just because I have my own brand, you guys, I'm not going to diss another product. I feel like I keep content creator Aanam very different from brand founder Aanam, and I'm inspired by so many brands doing amazing stuff. So this is just a very honest opinion. Can you see the way the skin's looking? This is the Benefit foundation. This is the Anastasia foundation. They've come together really nice. The golden yellowness of that has gone. It has set down very nicely. In person, when I'm looking at myself, I can only see that this side is a little bit more matte than this side. This is more like skin finish. That's the only difference I can see even in person, and that's also because I'm like staring at myself and looking for something to be different. If somebody else looks at me, they will not be able to tell the difference between left to right. Okay, this video has probably gone on forever, so let's go into the powder products and the lips to close things off. Here we have the shade Toasty 300 in the pressed bronzing powder from Kylie Cosmetics. I used to shop Kylie Cosmetics way back when, in like 2017 or 16 or whenever they launched, and in India Standard Time I would wake up in the middle of the night and order products. I remember I had an assistant at that time who was even more obsessed with ordering Kylie products online. So sometimes she would wake up to order her products and I would be like, hey, can you add this in? Or I would add hers in, like we'd take turns. And it's so cool to see them in India. They have their classic drip branding coming out over here. And this is of course fully reformulated, etc. I'm looking for a brush to use with this. Brush number 4 from Wearified has this beautiful dome that makes it easy to go into the little hollows. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this over the area where my cream bronzer was applied a little while ago. That's quite nice. Medium level pigment, which is great. You don't want to go too ham. It's looking more ham on camera than it does in real life. I think that is the #1 takeaway for me in today's video. I'm applying for in person, not necessarily on cam. Also keep in mind when things settle after some time, like you can see has happened with the base, everything looks nicely blended and proper. This is really nice. Adds definition for sure. I like that it's not mad pigmented, it's medium pigmented, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and apply. I don't have any other powder blush that's new. I have the same Kylie one. I'm gonna swap brushes in the shade Baddie on the Block, which is also from their pressed powder range. This is a very peachy tone, and again they have this drip branding coming out of their packaging. Is beautiful. I don't need to tell you that packaging is beautiful. Using brush number 3, going in over here. Fallout, or like, you know, the little mists that you see of product coming out does not make me mad. It just makes me realize that it's very finely milled product, which is great. And again, I'm seeing medium pigment, which is great. It's not so packed with pigment that anyone who's not shooting will wonder like, why am I looking like a clown? And if you have blush blindness like me, you can also build it up. So that's nice. It's a beautiful shade, huh? Like it's working well for me. That's lovely. You know what I just realized while doing this? That I didn't bronze my jaw. Let's go back to that. And I have so many products in front of me. Where did I put the bronzer? I need to go hard with the bronzer on my jaw because my god, my double chin is out there. It is what it is. Even the mascara from Kylie Cosmetics is really nice. It's not new to me, which is why I'm not including it in this video, but I'm sure you guys have seen me use it in other vertical content. It is quite nice. What I'm about to do next is mascara. Love this blush bronzer. Very simple, very nice. Nothing out of the box, but I like that it's medium pigment and it's not giving me crazy blush blindness, which is great for you if you are not like me. With the mascara, listen, I'm not going to go on and on and on. I'm using the Bubble mascara. I have used this a few days ago and I couldn't stop using it. It is really nice. No, I do not have a sponsorship with them for this. It's just a product that I bought to review. I'll leave a link into the shorts video that I posted about it. And one that I was like, okay, wait, this is genuinely a nice new product. Everyone was talking about how you can do 3 coats with it. I would only advise 2, and I think it's just a really nice mascara. I'm super lazy about curling my lashes. I feel like the mascara should do the job in the heavy lifting. So this is what my lashes look like after applying it. I also like that the wand size is perfect to go on your lower lashes with. Okay, it's time for lips, and if I show you the number of new lip products I have sitting over here next to me, you're gonna think I'm crazy. I have Stila and Simply Nam formulas over here, and I also have these hot glossips from House of Makeup over here that I'm super curious about. I feel like let's check out what's in Stila. What's in Stila? Oh, it's a nice peach. Let's do this. Okay, let's try the others also on the hand, maybe. Let's just figure what I eventually land up with on my, oh, it's a nice, beautiful mauve liquid tone. Look at this. That's beautiful, and I think it'll work with my look as well. Oh, stunning, stunning, stunning. This is like 5'3" from our bullet lipstick range. Why do I feel like it's like that? We have a liquid called Berry Crispy also. Let me just swatch this next to it. I'm just super curious now. I don't, like, we've jumped. No, okay, different type of mauve, different type of mauve. One sec. I want to try 5'3" next to it. I know how I'm just like, I'm skipping random things, guys. I get excited when okay, 3 different types of mauves completely. I have something similar to this. What is it? I'm gonna keep racking my head over it. Shall we go ahead and try this? I feel like let's go ahead and try this. There's also Priyanka, which is a peach pink, it says over here, from Simply Nam. Okay, I don't think this shade is gonna look good on me. That's a beautiful tone, but I don't think it'll work for me. You know what I mean? I'm not a very corally, it's more coral peach, to be honest. It's not looking very pink to me. Let's see what else I have. There was a Madhu, which is a caramel brown, it says. I'm happy to swatch this on my hand, but I feel like I think I'm locked in on the Stila one. No, not really. Not feeling it. I think let's stick to the Stila one. I have a mauve lip liner over here. Let me first get that. You think this will work? I know you can't reply to me, but this is quite close. Might be just a touch darker. It's a Kylie one in the shade Posy K. Let's go ahead and apply this. Wow. Whew. The whole thing came out. It's an old lip liner. I don't have any new lip liners. My lip tint has become gayab in this much time. You know what I just realized while applying these lip liners? I have 5 brand new Kylie lip kits, which are classics of the brand. They sent them over in PR. Let me know if you want me to do a swatch video for you. Okay, now let's go into this Stila liquid lipstick. This is in the shade, what's the shade name? Patina? Am I reading it correctly? Yeah, patina. Actually smells like dessert. That was a smooth application. Did not settle into my lines and went on so easily. Okay, it's gone on super purple, but the packaging makes it look a little bit more mauve, so I'm confused. Am I going colorblind? But it does look nice, especially like when you see it with my shirt. I don't mind it. All I want to do is go back into the lip liner. Now that I know it's a little bit more purple, I'm going to choose a different lip liner. I'm gonna go in, this is the shade Lusty Pink from Mars. I just the other day had all my pencils sharpened because I'm terrible at keeping up with my, I'm just overlining this a little bit, as you can see. Hey, this is a fab shade match, huh? Okay. This looks very purple and very different from what I intended, but am I mad at it? No, I'm not. I'm really not. And I don't know where I've put the ढक्कन for this pencil. Wow, my brain is doing weird things. Okay, I thought I was done, which is why the headband is off. I wanted to apply liquid highlighters as well, but I forgot about it. I have these 4 shades over here from House of Makeup. I cannot apply these on my face now because I've already applied my powders. But I also had a powder highlighter. This one over here from Kylie. This is in the shade Ice Me Out 020. I haven't really been applying highlighter as much as I used to, purely because I think that we're all in that dewy makeup non-blinding highlighter era now. But I'm going to go ahead. Okay, this one doesn't have the drip logo thing like the others, but this one has Kylie stamped all over, which is really cool. I'm gonna take just a little bit with brush number 2, which is our highlighter brush from Wearified, and I'm just gonna put a okay, this is a blinding highlighter. This is oh shit, this is a lot. This is taking like in the most beautiful way, but it's like taking me back to 2016, 2017. I'm not gonna need more product. This is gonna need some blending. Oh, this is gonna need some blending. Hang on, I need to take a clean no product brush, and if this happens to you, here's something to fix it. I'm taking a completely clean no product brush over here, and I'm just gonna blend. It's really smooth, but it's very pigment packed. It's very pearl or micro pearl packed over here, and I wanted something a little bit more subtle. Yeah, okay, there you go. So if this happens to you, I've just shown you what you can do. Take a cleaner brush and just blend it out. See, that's the thing with makeup. Even if you make minor mistakes or get a product that has more pigment than expected, more effect, it's only a good thing. It just goes to show what the product is like, and here's how you can fix it and dull it down if that's what you want. Guys, I really like the Stila formula, but I'm finding it very purple on camera, and I'm finding it more mauve off camera. I'm finding it more purple on camera. Do you like it? Do you like the shade? Should I change it? I'm a little torn. I'm just a little torn. But this is what the final makeup look looks like if I don't change the liquid lipstick. And I want to give you my final thoughts on everything I tried today. Okay, let's do some final thoughts on all the products I tried today. Moisturizer, primer, both absolute hits, worked really well. With the foundations, I'm super torn between Benefit and Anastasia, quite literally. But I think I'm leaning just a little bit more towards Anastasia because it gave me a very skin-like finish. Whereas with Benefit, I think once it dried down, I could see that it wasn't as forgiving. Whereas the Anastasia one really was very, very forgiving. This was slightly more matte as well. In case you can't tell, I can definitely tell you that based on what I'm seeing in person. Both the shades were absolutely amazing. The shade match, the way it settled into my skin is fantastic. So ignore the fact that this was a little bit more golden yellow at the beginning. It just takes time to settle and that's totally fine. The concealer, oh my god, Mila Beauty. Fantastic concealer. I'm very impressed with that considering what it costed and that it gave me the coverage that I required. The POREfessional loose powder was really nice as well. I've given you some alternates as well in that case, which is the Wearified loose powder, the Fenty Beauty loose powder. Anastasia has a nice loose powder in the shade Banana as well. I feel like the blush and bronzer, the Kylie blush and bronzer, the powder formulas that we used were really nice, but nothing extraordinary. Naturally, they're powder blushes. It is what it is. But I like that they were medium pigment. I will say that. They were not like nothing and too much, which brings me to their highlighter. Nice, interesting. I don't know if I'm going to reach out for it because I don't want a beaming highlighter as such nowadays. Is it a good formula by itself? Yes, it is. I like the Kylie lip and liquid lipstick as well as lip liner formulas a lot, and their skin tint is just, oh my god, amazing. I wear the shade 4W. I cannot stop reaching for this. So the brand does have some major favorites of mine as well. Their mascara also is one of my favorites. I lost their eyeliner. I never got to use it. I bought it when I was in California and I have misplaced it amidst all of my shifting and sorting and resetting the studio room. Anyway, when it comes to the cream products, the Stila contour was fantastic. I definitely want to go and dive into the blush side of it another time. And I also want to say that the liquid lipstick from Stila is a beautiful formula. If you look really up close, it's been a little while since I applied it. It hasn't set into my lips. It hasn't it's not making me feel uncomfortable, sticky, heavy on the lips, none of that. Apart from that, what else did we try? I've already told you about the mascara from Maybelline, the Bubble Mascara. And I think that about covers everything, that we tried today. I hope I'm not missing anything. Definitely check out the description and the pinned comment, which will have a bunch of links and a code for the Wearified stuff that I told you I would give you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more of this or different kinds of beauty content in these long format videos, god, I missed filming one of these and I need to go back to doing it. Only if you will have me back in this format, of course. Let me know down below in the comments. I love you very, very much. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.